how would you grade the Hugh Freeze hire at Auburn? If you were to give it a grade, where would you go right now?
About a B.
Damian?
B.
What if I asked you based on what you thought was possible, would it still be a B?
The ceiling is the place. So, like, Auburn's an A job to me. Because I think you can win any job that can win a national championship and can win an SEC championship, A job to me. Auburn can obviously do both those things. So I think Auburn's an A job combined with the coach that I view right now as a B. Here's the other question I have about Hugh, and this is not a negative. What he did that was revolutionary, and he changed the SEC, him along with a handful of others, the man downfield, the RPO, the offense-centric quarterback, wide receiver, not necessarily living in the run game. He changed how the SEC became more of a fun and gun league as compared to the line of scrimmage league that it was for 40 years. He changed it, and that was in the early 2010s, and that's when Nick Saban felt like he needed to go and hire Lane Kiffin. That's when he felt, all right, hey, we're going to have to make some adjustments. This is going to be kind of the direction where the world goes. Remember, Ed Ogeron then took over for Les Miles. He had to go get Joe Brady. Like, it became more of an offense, score points league because of Hugh Freeze's involvement. And what made him revolutionary is kind of the norm now. So what's his counterpunch? What will he do differently now this time around in the league to differentiate himself from some of the other teams in the league? Because right now, everybody does what Ole Miss did 10 years ago. So that'll be the other thing I'm very interested in trying to figure out is what exactly is his calling card going to be, because everybody does it now. It really doesn't stand alone. You know what I mean? How would you grade the hire?
Oh, boy.
Probably a B.
It can't be.
And if you're where you and I are, and you know what was legitimately feasible, it's definitely a B.
Yes.
If you know what the other options were, I mean, the folks on Twitter that are trying to hard sell Brian Johnson, that's great, good for you. But I couldn't have sold that to anybody. I can sell Hugh Freeze to people. I can't sell Brian Johnson to anybody, because the first thing that you hear when you give that name is who, and that's the people that cover the sport, by the way. So based on what was realistic, I think it has to be a B. After Lane, it's almost best case scenario.